So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
And this is now today's
Shinji Ono had a very decent spell in Rotterdam, didn't he, Peter?
Oh, he certainly did. Described, Jim, I think, by some of the best judges in Dutch football in very glowing terms. A lot of high praise around when talking about this guy.
Well, when you see some of his passing and what he can really do on the ball, I'm very inclined to agree.
There's the whistle. So they meet again, these sides resuming hostilities at the start of the second half of the season. Great defending, strong and determined. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
He had a chance to offload that left, so I think he's going to have to swallow his medicine on this one.
Hwang Hee-chan engages and forces him off the ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal. And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
That's a sharp pass.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this. And again, they're pressing effectively. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, this looks sharp. Patience, the overwhelming virtue in this game so far.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Vardy, and the shot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. He's had it taken off him. Looking for options for movement. Jose Sarr breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Neither side yet able to find the net. Now it's Okazaki. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Bonga! And that should get the job done. And here's Okazaki. He's being urged to shoot. And the finish! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Tries to play it through. Now this could be a chance. Ono with the clearance. And they can counter here. Threads one in, and it's with the keeper.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, that's a key interception. Gomez. Oh, he's having a go! But he's left disappointed.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
Oh no! He's found a way through! Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Defending of the desperate variety. Wolverhampton have the chance to go the other way. Bradley kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Shot, surely! And a goal! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Substitution on the field, number 1.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal could serve as a wake-up call for the hosts.
Leicester have run the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. Monga has the 4th most assists in the league this year. Picked out, chance for a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's very neat. And this is Okazaki. Monga. And this is Vardy. Oh, he's bustling through here. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that's aimed into the middle. Okazaki! And no mistake. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
After 45 minutes is...
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
That's it, 45 minutes up. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1.
And please welcome our lads to the field. Substitution on the field, number 9, Vardy.
So we're into the second 45.
Coming on the field,
Leicester are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And here's Okazaki. The pressing's intense. Kessié! Fantastic from Kessié! A finish right from the top draw. And the comeback is complete. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Now it's Kessié.
Okazaki.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Played in by Kessié.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And here's the chance to counter.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
And that's an errant pass. Buongiorno clears without...
Oh, he's been caught napping!
Strokes it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards. That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Agahawa. Hwang Hee-chan. Leicester still have the cards to affect this game. And they've got a throw. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, such a clever touch.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Wolverhampton really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Okazaki.
Now it's Hwang Hee-chan. Now it's Hwang Hee-chan. Conte. He's trying to hit the front line here. Gomez. It's Hwang Hee-chan. Looking to play him in. Nice interception, well timed. Now, what about a counter-attack?
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
Okazaki is onto this.
Well, at least they acknowledge the effort.
Wolverhampton can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Substitutions taking place.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Can he finish? And another try! And that's a tidy finish. Two ahead, late in the day, game over surely.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Leicester go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Ono. And it's Okazaki. Aimed beyond the defence. Ono. Lovely feet. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's cut it out. That's a nicely weighted pass. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Great vision. Agahawa. It's off target and by quite a way. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And he's had it nicked away. And that will be the final act. Leicester win it. And it's a big win, and they can look back on a job well done. Okazaki picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
This has been a very composed response when trailing. There was no sense of anxiety, just a belief to stick to the game plan and stick together. And it's been a very impressive turnaround.
Fantastic win for the boys today.
Well, thanks for your company, Jim, and a very good day to you. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
And this is now today's lineup.
Well, look, it's going to be a very hard job to make sure that the lone man up front doesn't get isolated.
Well, that is the obvious worry, isn't it?
Yeah, usually managers play a compact midfield when trying not to give away space, but it gives you little scope when trying to create and exploit space yourself.
So emphasis very much on defence.
Absolutely.
Well, we're on the way.
So they meet again, these sides resuming hostilities at the start of the second half of the season.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
This guy, Franck Kessié, is a player, Peter, who really seems to have found his place. He's been described as the complete midfielder, with physicality, energy, quality, protecting his defence, and he plays an important hand in moves forward. You really can't be asking for much more than that.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Pulls it back.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Pass somewhat off target. Sarr. Hughes. Devaney. Devaney!
Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Devaney clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
That pass has been well intercepted. And here's Iñaki Williams. Now it's Okazaki, and it's Bradley.
That is lovely.
Drills one in, and he gets rid in a hurry. Williams. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Riyadh. Leicester yet to have an attempt on goal. Now it's Okazaki. Bradley. Conte. And that was nowhere near his best. That's a good foray he's making. This looks promising.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he welcomes it in. Klein did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And it's Kamada. Stood up well to him there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Tries to pass it through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And the finish! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Oh, what a chance. And after doing all the hard work as well, he'll be kicking himself here.
Munoz. Bradley gets across to intercept that, and the counter is on. Castolo. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Deveni. Munoz. And it's Hughes. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Oh, that's a key interception. Okazaki. Castolo. And it's Bradley. Spread to the right. Williams. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
The goal scorer after 40 minutes is number 27, Williams.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Lerma cuts out the pass. Leicester leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Uno.
There will be 1 minute added time.
It's a good run down the right, and this is Okazaki. Ah, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Leicester go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
Of course,
yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Leicester have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0.
Everyone, please welcome to the field our players. Substitutions taking place.
The second period is underway. Leicester currently ahead by the smallest of margins. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Very nicely done. Cuts it back. It's a loose ball. And one more try! And that's a good finish. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Iñaki Williams duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Leicester are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He can run onto that. Look at the space here. Great chance! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Williams demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
"3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Now it's Williams, and here's Okazaki. Passes coming off in quick succession. Shapes to shoot! And that's a tidy finish. The perfect outcome to mark his 50th game.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
After 57 minutes is number 10, Castolo.
Leicester are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Okazaki gets into a good position. He's got away. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Leicester still have the cards to affect this game.
The attendance for this match was
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Bradley going vertical. Hughes. Now Cardines. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Shot to shoot! It's a goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
After 65 minutes is number 22.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. Buongiorno. Castolo. Kessier. Williams, currently being consciously targeted.
Well, he helps himself to a treble, Peter, and then they switch on. It's a bit late now.
He's dribbled past his man here. It's a goal kick. Played out to the left flank. Knocks it into space. Sarr. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away.
Substitution on the field. Number 55. Coming on to replace him is number 28.
Sarr.
Substitution in progress.
Hughes receives it in a wide position. And he whips it in. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Hughes plays it short. Here comes the cross. Terrific effort! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's there to belt it away. And here's Kamada. He is through here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots
is
and lots of changes.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Played it again. Out of play for a goal kick. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Quality ball. Now, what about a counter-attack? He's under a lot of pressure there. Kessié.
This is the time you need that pace.
Buongiorno. Passing is crisp and sharp. Back towards the middle. Kessié. That is a brilliant interception. Hughes.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Williams is having the time of his life here. And he's well positioned here. Kamada. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side,
There will be
dogged
5
defence
minutes
on the
added
other.
time.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. 5 minutes to add. Castolo. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Kessié. He is just caressing the... Impressive jump! And again! They want to be quick to recover this. Kamada gets it clear. And with that, the end. Leicester have done it. They've achieved what they came for. Maximum points, the perfect outcome. Williams collecting the match ball, and it is his. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Leicester definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
I'm very glad to say
Thanks to
that I
Jim
will be
alongside
joined by
me,
someone
and as the
very
fans make
special
their way
in
home, so
announcing
must we.
today's Man
Good
of
evening
the
to
Match
you.
award.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Please welcome our players, everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
And this is now today's lineup.
Leicester have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
So we're up and running.
Now it's Williams. Monga. Monga
Will not want to lose out here, not against this. Goes for a shot! It's a clearance, but not much of one.
McAteer.
Tries to clear.
Ipswich have the chance to go the other way. And he's quick to get rid. Ipswich have reclaimed it.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And he's heaved it away. In towards the back. Oh, good effort!
Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Well, they've made all the inroads, and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Tries to thread one through. Oh no. Tries to play it through.
He's had a shot!
And that is doing no harm at all.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Clark. So it is still 0-0. Williams. Good pressure, determined, intense. Spread to the right. Hangs in across. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. McAteer. Steaming on goalward.
Shot, surely!
He doesn't look too happy with that.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Uno. The arch schemer, always looking to get the team going. He can run onto that, and he's in on goal! And a chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Taylor. Clark. Uno. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, there's the shot! This time, surely! Oh, he has absolutely drilled that. The chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. That's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Laporte attempts a clearance. Monga. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's McAteer. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Monga. Crosses it in. Shapes to shoot! They've scored! The first significant strike. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart. And it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Leicester have fired themselves in front.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
That's destined for the flank. Looking for options for movement. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Okazaki might just make this. Now it's Williams. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Leicester clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Leicester leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Uno. Clark. So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Things are
I think
looking
it's a
good
case
for our
of
boys
so
as they
far,
go for
so
their
good.
well-earned break.
The boss has clearly
Let's
done
keep
his
this up.
homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Leicester just about ahead.
Everyone, please
1-0
welcome
at the
two
break.
sides. Substitution on the field, number 28.
And here is the first touch of the second half.
Number 10, Castol.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Gets the shot away! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Substitution on the field, number 4, Aymeric Laporte. Coming on to replace him is number 14, Conte.
Can he get it through?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? That's good defensive concentration.
And reclaimed it in a trice. That is good strength. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Out for a throw. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And it's hoisted clear. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Team still separated by the game's only goal. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That's a little off target. Buongiorno. Conte. Okazaki being hunted in packs.
Well, he's a spark, trying to light fires everywhere, so it's time to snuff him out.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
It's an early cross. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's been taken short. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Well, the players are pleading, but it's not going to convince him to change his mind now. Oh, brilliant stop from Schmeichel. McAteer is having a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. It's a promising position. Kante tries to clear.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just...
Shot a goal! And it's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Leicester are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third. This is the time you need that pace.
Leicester perhaps contemplating their next change here. And he's managed to get free. Shoots!
Big relief, it just needed better contact.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Substitutions taking place.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
Well, played right into his path.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Space for him to turn and look. Shooting chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. That's put paid to the danger. Tries a measured ball. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Leicester can consider themselves just about safe now. Now this could be a chance.
Oh, good climb! No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Taylor played out wide. Played into the box. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Ono, 2 assists to his credit already. Ono. Zakaria. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Leicester
claiming a corner, and the referee concurs.
Substitution in progress. There will be 5
Cleared
minutes
away.
added time.
Akpom.
No way through there.
5 minutes to add. Atusiwa. Castolo. Strokes it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Ono. And here's Iñaki Williams. Oh, not quite on the same wavelength.
And the referee brings it to a close.
Leicester have done the business, grasping what they saw as rightly theirs, maximum points. Williams.
Voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So there it is, everyone. Now big up for
Well,
our
thanks
players.
to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.